Okay. I had a bit of an incident this weekend, and I don't know if I'm going to make the transplant games. Piss and blood. I figured I'd record something before my surgery tomorrow because my jaw is going to be wired shut. What happened? My girlfriend and I went out to the movies on Saturday night. Today's Monday, and we're watching The Bike Riders. Everything's awesome. Watch the movie. Comes to a scene where a guy takes a flathead shovel, brings it down on this biker's foot as hard as he can, nearly severing his ankle. Got queasy and lightheaded. It didn't get better, so I figured, you know what? I'm gonna go out to the lobby, put my head on the table, and just kind of relax, zone out, get away from the noise. I get up, I walk down my aisle, walking up the side hall, and on my right side at the very end are two empty seats. I think to myself, I should just sit there, let this thing ride out. Obviously I didn't, because that would make way too much sense, right? Kept on going, opened the door to go into the lobby of the movie theater, and that's all I remember, blacking out. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground, looking up, everything's blurry. There's a guy standing there, it looks like he's holding a broom, and like a broomstick, and a dustpan. He wasn't actually, it was just a drink when I look back on the video. So basically what happened is I came out, collapsed onto my face, directly on my chin, split my chin open, and it looks like I cracked a bunch of teeth, like 6 or 7 from what I can feel. And then my cheek took the rest of the hit. So I pretty much just like snapped my jaw the other way. Yeah, I'm gushing blood. They called the ambulance, take me to the hospital. Stayed in the hospital for about 12 hours. They did x-rays, CTs, all that. And yeah, it looks like I fractured my jaw in 2 places. So when the surgical team came in to examine me, basically they like grabbed my jaw and just kind of like pushed it up and down and said, oh yeah, like it's actually moving here. So it's still broken right now. I'm on some pain meds, so it's kind of bearable. And I also, like, the way I landed hit my left ribs because they're in a ton of pain. So yeah, that was a fun weekend. And yeah, I got a call a couple hours ago. I'm going back to the hospital tomorrow at 2 p.m. They're gonna do surgery. So basically how they explained it is they're gonna pull my lip down, make an incision inside the lip, and insert a plate to stabilize it, bring it together. And then they're gonna wire my jaw shut. And yeah, frig. So dumb. Yeah, it's funny when you look at the surveillance, a guy walks right past me, like almost right after I fall. Goes right back to his movie Inside Out 2, which to be fair, like I'm not gonna judge because that was actually an awesome movie. Just watching me face plant directly onto like the lobby floor, concrete, whatever it is. I don't know. It's hard. I know that. I just spent probably half an hour trying to line up the camera so it's level with the back of the bookshelf, but I give up. Okay, so today's surgery day. I had some more results from yesterday. So basically, I called my family doctor. I was saying, look, I was at the emergency room and they basically looked at my jaw, figured all this stuff out. I told them about how my left side was hurting. No one, the doctors or the nurses, even took a look at my side and sent me an x-ray to go get this looked at. Go get it checked out. A few hours later, she sends me a message. Oh, looks like you have a fractured rib. So that's great. Just add that to the list. Kind of odd that the ER never figured that one out, but all right. But yeah, today's surgery day. Can't eat or drink. Freaking thirsty, but it'll be good to get this done with. Record something right after the surgery. I don't know if I can even talk. Okay, surgery's done. Got to University Hospital here in London, Ontario. Was admitted to a bed. Got in there around 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. Sat around for 12 hours till I was up next on the board because they had to bump me for every emergency, which makes sense. Get in there, got off to a bit of a rough start. The nurse trying to put my IV, couldn't find a vein, so tried putting one in my arm. Didn't work. Then they tried to put one in my hand, which had a pretty nice vein there. She puts it in, and I noticed no blood comes out through the tube. You know, instead of trying to reposition, she says, well, I'm gonna just try to inject saline and see if I have a vein. Of course, it went right into my skin, so I had this like bubble, and it burned for a couple hours, so that's a great way to start. Other than that, it was pretty good, just a long wait. I didn't get into the operating room till about 2 or 3 in the morning. Surgery itself, well, I was passed out for it, but they had to put a tube through my nose so I could breathe because I couldn't go through my mouth to be intubated. And they were just jamming a tube up my left nostril before I was under, which was extremely uncomfortable, to say the least. And then I'm out. When I woke up, I was in excruciating pain. Brutal. My whole face was just, writhing in pain. I do have a picture. A surgeon took a picture during the actual surgery of my chin bone exposed with the plates and the screws, so it's pretty graphic. 2 plates down here with screws. Oh, and I do have wires around kind of like the bottom 4 front teeth, and they wrap around and it just kind of keeps the bottom jaw in place. And I had a fracture in the joint by my ear. It wasn't accessible for surgery. So pretty much what they did is they put 2 screws in my bone up here and down here, and I just have an elastic that prevents me from moving my jaw too much. And that's supposed to help this joint articulate and heal in a new spot, I guess. Yeah, I got my pain meds. Not too bad. It's actually a lot better than I thought it would be because I'm not completely wired shut. So I can get my normal pills that I take for my transplants. And yeah, I gotta be positive about that. It's a lot better than just being completely wired shut. Yeah, so wow. I can't believe I felt like that. It's ridiculous. But things seem to be on the rise now. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.
Where are they taking you?
Dental, to talk to doctors, x-ray, and get some more freaking drugs.